Girona enjoyed their best ever finish in La Liga last season, finishing third just behind Real Madrid and Barcelona. It was just their fourth season in La Liga in recent time, and they impressed the whole footballing world with being in the title race. They had a good mix of experienced players like Daley Blind, mixed with players in their prime such as Artem Dovbyk and Viktor Tsigankov, as well as having young brilliant talents like Savinho and Miguel Gutierrez. However, like most teams who deliver unexpected seasons in terms of quality, their team get raided by bigger European teams. Alex Garcia went to Bayer Leverkusen, Artem Dovbyk joined Roma, and Savinho got a transfer to Man City after he was just on loan at Girona. Girona are this season struggling with being 16th in the league at the time of recording and just 4 points above the relegation zone. So let's give Girona a rebuild and take them to the top of European football. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel as it helps me out massively. And I will now upload consistent from this moment in time after I took a 3-month break after uploading just 5 videos, which just isn't good enough, but I'm back now with consistent uploads. And we can see the team here. We have some really good players that I think will be part of this squad for maybe the whole save. And I'm talking like Krejci, Martinez, Gutierrez, maybe even Brian Gill, who although has struggled in real life in Premier League, I'm not sure how he's done at Girona. But considering they are 16th in the league, I'm not sure he's doing that well. Herrera may as well be a big part of this save, as well as Martin and Tsigankov if I didn't mention him. So I don't think I will do the most transfers in this saves, considering you have a lot of young exciting players like the ones I mentioned. However, we got to do some, and I'm also gonna transfer a lot of players because we don't need 37 players in the team. And just looking quickly through the squad while I'm transfer listing some players, I'm just gonna recall Valery from his loan at Mallorca, as we are in need of a winger. And if we go to our budget, I don't think that is a high budget at all. Look at that. We are a La Liga team and we have a total of 3.3 million euros to shop with. So if you are wanting to sign some players this first transfer window, we need to get rid of some players. It's not looking good as of now, but hopefully I can get some decent money in. We've got our budget up to 27 million euros after trying to sell most of the players I didn't want to use or focus on in the save. And as we can see, I sold David Lopez for 6 million, Garcia for 520k, Artero for 1.5 million, Juanpe for 2.2, Portu for 6.1 million, Miovski for 8.7. There are also more players I have on the transfer list, such as these lower rated players and Van de Beek and Abel Rees as well, because Van de Beek isn't going to really get game time. He isn't going to develop either, so I felt like it was the right decision to transfer list him. However, we are on deadline day. No one has made a bid for him, and the same goes for Abel Ruiz. So I'm gonna see if I can get any signings. Ideally, I would have liked to sign a striker and also sign Mr. Let's see where he is. Where are you? Mr. Brian Gill on a permanent. However, he is 25 million euros. So I can either sign him or a striker. I will see if I can get the striker I want. If not, I will just sign Brian Gill on a permanent deal. And that will be all we are doing for the first transfer window here at Girona. And as you probably can see by the haircut, we didn't manage to get the striker we wanted at Girona, so we have made Brian Gill a permanent signing. I got him for his value at 25 million euros, so that is actually all we are doing in the first transfer window, and it's pretty underwhelming. So this is the team we will use in our first season at Girona, and it's the same as I showed you previously. And I mean, looking at the squad as well, I need a new striker. I don't think 75 rated is close enough to give us anything good in La Liga. Romeo is only here on loan and is 32 years old, so we need a new DM as well. Daley Blind, 34 years old. We have Mr. Frances here, who is younger, 22, but he probably won't get the game time. And also Gazzaniga is getting older, but since he's a goalkeeper, he can play until he's like 34, 35 until he goes down in rating. But let's see where this team takes us in the first season. We have some decent players on the bench as well, such as Asprilla and Valerie. We also got, apart from that, Arthur isn't young or really good anymore. But yeah, apart from that, it's a good team with a lot of players that can grow. So hopefully we can get into European football at least. However, the first transfer window was extremely underwhelming here at Girona. And that is the season done. And as you can see, we finished 5th in the league, which actually I'm pretty happy about, considering we didn't get to sign any players in the summer transfer window. And I also saw we can actually finish 6th if either Espanyol or Getafe wins their game. They're probably playing against each other if I were to guess. Let's just go down and take a look. Either way, we get some sort of European football. Let's see, Getafe, they do not. So if both win, we actually may finish 7th. I don't know why they haven't played each other yet. Normally every team play each other on the same day. However, we don't care. Let's just say we finish 5th. I'm really surprised about that because I don't think our squad are that good yet. However, I think we have a good squad that can develop a lot. But I saw when I was simming through the games that we went on a really surprising run in the Champions League. But let's just go through Copa de España. We came to the final and lost on penalties. So close to winning a trophy in our first season. But yeah, losing on penalties are brutal to Valencia and the Champions League. And as you can see, if we just skip in the league phase, we came 15th, alright. And then in the playoff, we won against Stuttgart, which isn't really a big surprise, kind of an easy playoff game there. But round of 16, we beat none other than Man City, our parent club, or whatever you want to call it. We share the same owners. We beat them in the quarterfinals. We beat Aston Villa. However, Inter won against us in the semi-final. But I'm just really surprised about this run. That's also why I'm showing it, as I didn't expect us to join or go to the semi-final in the first season, and PSV as well, also going to the semi-final. Crazy season in the Champions League first season. However, let's take a look at the squad as of now. How we've seen a good growth. I mean, our goalkeeper is injured, which isn't ideal. Our backline has seen decent growth. I'd expected Siganko to grow something. Ivan Martin has had a good season. But yeah, I mean, decent growth. Let's see who scored our goals, if we had a goal scorer. And oh yeah, Gazzaniga hasn't missed a lot of games, which is fine. Juan Carlos has only had to play 6, so that hasn't played too big of a part. But see, 63 games in a season, that's crazy. Wait, he scored 10 goals and got 7 assists from left back. Fair enough, Miguel. But yeah, Sigankov having a good season, 26 goals, that's perfect. Herrera with 21 from DM and 9 assists. Well, Brian Gill have barely playing, that's not good. Asprilla, or it's safe to say that's fine that he's playing because he's growing well. Valerie not delivering at all. So yeah, some players I expected to play more. However, I don't really care too much. But I'd like to see Brian Gill get some more minutes, as we spent 25 million euros on him. But yeah, Siganko 26 goals, 7 assists. Herrera 21. Abdruis, our striker, getting 17. So yeah, we need to do some business. And I think I will finally get my striker this summer. However, I need a DM as well, as we don't have anyone apart from Solis, who's just 73 rated. So yeah, we need at least a striker and a DM if I got the money for it, or else it's gonna be a difficult second season, I think. And also Juan Carlos, Martinez, Romeo and Garcia will all leave on a free. And actually we finished 8th in the end. That's not what I liked. Then we don't have European football next season, I guess. No, we do not. Wow, well that wasn't ideal. I would have liked European football, and I was sure we're going to get it. However, no European for us. That's actually a pretty disappointing season now, but we couldn't get any closer. So yeah, that was a brutal end to the season. We have to get European football, or hopefully Champions League football, in the second season. And let's see what our budget says now. We have 89 million. That's more like it, or 88 actually. Yes. Now we can start talking and sign some players. And we are not in a European... We are not playing European football either in the second season. And we still got that amount of money. Well, that's crazy, but we will take it. And you saw it on the thumbnail. We wanted him in the first season. He's on his way away from Liverpool in real life. Darwin Núñez. He has joined Girona and will be our star striker for this rebuild. Hopefully he can score the goals in Spain and not miss all the chances he's doing in the Premier League. Welcome to the club, Darwin Núñez. And the second and last signing of the summer window in the second season at Girona, we have signed Beñat Prados from Athletic Bilbao. He's joined for 23 million euros plus Donny van de Beek, joining in a really unrealistic way as Bilbao only sign Basque players, but we signed Beñat Prados from them. And as we can see, we only have 11 million left, so that is us done business-wise in the second season here at Girona. And this is how the team looks. We have a weak point in terms of rating in Frances at centre-back, but he's just 22 years old. He is now the second highest rated centre-back in the team, so he will probably get all of the game time along with Krejci. However you say that, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it, but it's looking good. Martinez, 22 years old, 83 rated. And we have Gutierrez on the left back, 23 rated at 84 years old. Hopefully Krejci, Herrera can grow some ratings, Tsigankov as well. But the team is starting to look good. And hopefully we can get back into Champions League football. And also we can see Darwin Núñez score the goals. Tsigankov delivering another good season. Come on, let's see what season 2 brings us. The goal is easy. It's Champions League. And season 2 is done, and we finished 8th once again. Another season without European football, and this time we get better points than last season, I do believe. However, we are 1 point short away from European football. Another season without it, because I know we didn't win the Copa de España. Real Madrid beat Sevilla on penalties in the final, and the Champions League, as we weren't part of that. But as we can see, the final is between Roma and Borussia Dortmund, so not a Spanish winner at least. But yeah, that is a disappointing season. I mean, the squad should do better, in my opinion, than 8th. The defense is looking really good. Gutierrez 87, Tsigankov 86, Herrera 85. So I'm not sure what the issue is. And I did make a mistake in not renewing Valerie's contract, so he will leave on a free, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe the depth is an issue. However, Ruiz is good enough striker depth. Asprilla is more than good enough winger. So yeah, DM is alright, so I don't really see what the main issue is. Maybe Jill is struggling, Martin... Núñez didn't really grow, maybe just 2 ratings, which is fine, I guess, in his first season. So let's see. Darwin scoring 7 goals. What are we even doing, Darwin Núñez? Oh, we were actually part of Supercopa, so I'll see if we won that. But Darwin Núñez, Tsigankov delivering again, which is brilliant. Where is Martin? Just 5 goal contributions from the attacking midfield. Gil, just 6 goal contributions from the left midfield. So yeah, we really had a lot of underperforming players. Herrera, Gutierrez and Tsigankov all delivering well, which is nice. But yeah, we need to see some better things from a lot of the attackers next season. And if they do not deliver next season, then you know what, Jill, the 25 million I spent on you in the first season will be a big waste if you don't start doing something, my man. So yeah. And we lost the Supercopa final 3-1 against Barcelona, so we didn't win that either. However, we won 1-0 against Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. I don't really understand. We are in the Conference League now while finishing 8th. Why are we that? I have no idea. However, we got some sort of European football this season. Hopefully we can win the Conference League. Although that's not really the goal of this save, but it would be nice to win something. But yeah, we got some sort of European football at least. And let's take a look at our budget. We've got a total of 54 million euros to spend. So yeah, that is probably enough for one player since our depth is really poor. Yeah, our depth is not looking too good, so it will probably just be one signing only. As we are a Spanish team and we need some sort of high rating in order for the players to go into the starting 11, I've gone for probably one of the most obvious signings, as we needed a winger, and in this case a left midfielder. I said I wanted to give Bryan Gil another chance, however no, he doesn't deserve it. 2 years of underperforming, that's not it. We've signed Alberto, I think his name is, I'm not sure, but we've signed Mulairo from, I think he's still at Las Palmas. Yes, he's still at Las Palmas. He's joined for 46.5 million euros. So yeah, hopefully he can help our attack massively. And comparing Gil and Mulairo, they have very similar stats, that both are good dribblers who have decent pace and are struggling with the shooting stat. However, Mulairo is 3 years younger and has a lot more potential than Bryan Gil. I don't think dynamic potential has kicked in on Bryan Gil either, as he's been poor for us. But yeah, hopefully Mulairo can help Ivan Martin, Nunes and himself into giving us a good season. So yeah, this is the squad we have now ahead of what is the third season here at Girona. Gazzaniga, he has decent rating, but he is 34, so we'll start to go down in rating this season, I think. So it's probably the last season we will have him in the net. Martinez looking solid, Kelechi still looking alright, Frances looking decent, however I would like to see him a few more ratings as of now. Gutierrez looking brilliant, Herrera, impressed with him, Prados, yeah, alright, Sigankov hopefully can get closer to the 90 rating. Martin is struggling, I think, with the growth. Mulairo of course just joined, and Nunes is also not really looking too good in terms of the development. And although our squad has a decent age in terms of growing, a lot of the players, including Martinez, Darwin Nunes, Kelechi, they are like at their max potential at the start of the season. So we need a good season now in terms of the players to grow a rating. So hopefully we can go far in the Conference League and get to the Champions League football, as we need the dynamic potential to kick in, as 83 rated isn't just enough to win Champions League for our striker, attacking midfielder Martinez, 23 and 84. I expect him to grow a lot, but yeah, the dynamic potential has just said no to that. So yeah, we need to see something this season. Come on boys, deliver top 4 at least. And as we can see, in the third season we have won the Conference League, which is really good. But in La Liga, however, we finished 7th, so I guess it's a place up, considering we finished back-to-back 8th. But it's still not ideal, as I want to finish inside the top 4 to get Champions League football. However, we get European football, as we saw. We won the Conference League, beating Roma in the final. How did we do? Yeah, we did well in the league phase. Playoff, we of course weren't there. In the round of 16, we won against Lugano, really easy. And then we beat Frankfurt 4-3. In the quarterfinal, we beat Ghent easily. And the final, 2-0 win over Roma, really good. Copa de España was won by Villarreal, beating Real Madrid. Champions League is not played yet, but it's Chelsea between AC Milan. And taking a look at the squad, I mean, Gutierrez, absolutely fantastic, probably the best left back in the game. Sigankov looking really good as well. However, Nunes, Martin, Mulairo, Frances, Kelechi, yeah, Prados all need to grow a bit, but I think this season and the next one will help massively in terms of dynamic potential. So let's hope it do so, or else we will be stuck here for a long time. So let's see. I have no idea why our 7th rated backup goalkeeper played 11 games. I mean, yeah, we have to at least find a new starting goalkeeper, because Gazzaniga is 35 years old and we need someone a bit younger. Nunes having a good season, which is good, so he will probably get some good help from dynamic potential, same with Moleiro. But yeah, Martin's still struggling, Ziganko delivering a poor season. I don't know if that has something to do with me using right mids instead of right wingers. But yeah, Gutierrez, 90 rated, just fantastic. So all in all, a pretty solid third season at Girona, but this is more difficult than I thought it would be in terms of some growth on players, including Arnau Martinez, who as you can see has reached his potential unless he will get a potential boost now. So yeah, a new goalkeeper is on the card, maybe a new centre back as well if I got enough money for that, and also maybe a new attacking midfielder as Ivan Martin. Although 20 goal contributions isn't bad, so let's just see what amount of money we get. And the budget for the fourth season is 62 million. I mean, that's not what I hoped for. I wanted it to be closer to 100 if I'm being serious, but that's just not gonna happen without Champions League football. But yeah, as you can see, Gazzaniga is already going down in ratings, so we need a new goalkeeper. And apart from that, I don't know if I really can afford anyone else. I will just take a look, but a new goalkeeper is definitely gonna join the club. And our new number one here at Girona is none other than the Spanish goalkeeper David Raya, who has joined us for a total of 43 million euros. And he's a pretty big upgrade on Gazzaniga, if I say so. 4 years younger, 2 ratings higher. I mean, it's looking good. Ideally, as I said, I want a new centre back because Frances is on the weaker side. However, hopefully he can grow a few ratings. Martin Nunes looking alright in terms of dynamic potential, I do believe. But yeah, that's unfortunately all. Oh, we still have Brian Gill. I don't know why, I thought he was gone or sold. Maybe I will sell. Oh, you know what? I will actually try to sell Brian Gill and Gazzaniga to see if I can get more money. Our first major sell is Paulo Gazzaniga, who has gone back to the Premier League. I do believe he was at Spurs and Southampton before, but he has joined Everton for a fee worth 11 million euros. And the man we spent 25 million on in the first season when he was at loan was Brian Gill. He's now gone to Napoli for almost 40 million. Our second and last signing of the fourth summer window here at Girona is a centre back that goes by the name of Kusunu, who's joined from Fulham in a deal worth 60 million euros. We are also parting way with Shira and another centre back as well, or a centre back that is 71 rated, simply because I need some money because I used everything on Kusunu and I need money to negotiate new contract with some players, so we sold 2 more squad players. So this is the squad going into the fourth season in La Liga, and as you can see, it's looking pretty alright in defense. We got of course the best left back in the world. We got now Raya and Kusunu as additions as well. The midfield are looking good, especially with Ziganko's 89 rating. So I do think if we don't get Champions League football this season, it's starting to look really difficult, but we need Nunes and Martin to step up. This is probably Martin's last chance. If he develops good this season, he will stay. If not, we need to find someone else. But come on, we need to get into Champions League football. And that is the fourth season done, and we are finally back in the Champions League. Oops. And as you can see, we finished second ahead of Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Just Real Madrid above us, which is really good. Copa de España was won by Athletic Bilbao, and the Champions League was won by AC Milan. They could have won it back to back, but the Europa League, however, we came to the semi-finals, unfortunately going out to Liverpool, but we don't care about that. All we care about is the Champions League trophy, and now we are back in the tournament. Let's go to the final, or maybe not in the first season, but now we are on the right track to become the champions of Europe. And our squad, it's now looking really serious. Gutierrez 91, Martinez growing again 1 rating, Ziganko up to 90, Herrera 89, Martin doing well, going up 3 ratings, same as David Nunes and Moleiro if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this looked like a really good season, and now I do believe we can go far. Come on. And looking at the goals, Nunes with almost 30 goals again, really good. Siganko delivering some decent numbers, same with Moleiro. Ivan Martin, yeah, you know what, I'm actually gonna keep him, he's doing real well. Asprilla as well doing very good with limited minutes. But I don't know why Frances has played that many games. Has he played in Gutierrez has played, Martinez has played. I'm not sure where he has played, although it doesn't really matter. Maybe it's just been a key substitute all across the back four. But yeah, really good season by some of our players, including Martin, who's gone up 3 ratings, so he's got some more chances. Let's go. And our budget is at an impressive 140 million euros. However, I know this is maybe not a correct decision, but I think I'm actually not gonna sign anyone this transfer window. I want to see how well the players we currently have will do in the Champions League. I mean, I have no idea, but Raya is 87, we have Martinez 86, Krejci, Kusuno 85 and 86, Gutierrez 91, Moleiro, Martin 87, Herrera 89, Prados 86, Siganko 90 and Nunes 87. And we also have some alright players on the benches, such as Frances, Ruiz, Asprilla and Solis can do a decent job as well. So I'm just gonna stick with the current squad we have and see how well they do. And if they aren't doing that well, we will sign some players next season. But I have some belief in the lads that they will do a very good and solid first season in the Champions League, and maybe we even can go all the way to the final. And we got close to the La Liga title and to our first La Liga title. However, we lost the title with 2 points to Real Madrid. And Copa de España was actually won by Mallorca, beating Real Betis in the final. Champions League was won by Barcelona. I have no idea where we went out. We did pretty well in the league stage. And in the round of 16 we won against IAK Athens pretty convincingly. But we lost to Wolfsburg of all teams on penalties. And that is, yeah, that's not ideal to say so. The team, however, was it a mistake to keep them? No, it was not. And I'm gonna look at the growth of them, but I actually think I'm just gonna stick with the same team for another season because the ratings are so good, and it's nice to just keep some original players and not sign players all the time, as I'm gonna upload consistently and do a lot of rebuilds in the near future. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep the boys. I'm gonna see about their dynamic potential, but I guess so. And Nunes with another good season, scoring 35 goals, Siganko delivering good again, Moleiro pretty alright as well, Ivan Martin having a poor season. But yeah, all in all, we looked pretty good this season. I said I didn't want to sign anyone, however, looking at our budget, 250 million, and looking at our squad, if we find this quickly, the ratings on the starting 11 are extremely good. However, the bench we only have Ruiz, Asprilla and Frances, who are having an alright rating, so I think I will look for 2 squad players to sign. And we got 2 squad players, both from Spain. We signed Stefan Bajecic from Charlton, I think it was in this save actually, and also Rodriguez, who can play right back and centre back. So now we got a full back option, a DM option, a centre back option, Solis, who can play DM, but Asprilla, who can play right mid, and Cam, can probably put him on the left as well. And then we also got Abel Ruiz, who can play there. So we have 5 decent squad players, and our squad are looking good. Siganko up to 91, Gutierrez still at 91 as well, Herrera up to 90. So yeah, I do believe we can reach the Champions League final this season. If not, we probably need to look at a new right mid, not this next season but the season after that. Same with a DM as well, Nunes and Martin also reaching the age where they start to drop off, because that is of course 32 in career mode. So yeah, hopefully we can reach the Champions League final really soon. And we have finally made it to the Champions League final, and it's against none other than the club that had the same owners as us, Man City. However, let's see how we did in the league first. And if we didn't manage to get to the Champions League final, we would have done at least 2 more seasons, as we finished 6th in the league. Copa de España won by Villarreal. Let's just check. Europa League won by Monaco, Conference League won by Copenhagen. So yeah, it's us against City in the Champions League final in 2030. And let's just see if we have any outstanding performances. Raya up to 92, that is actually crazy. Darwin Núñez 30 goals, Molero 20, Tsigankov almost 30 goal contributions, Martin getting 16 assists and 5 goals, Herrera looking really good as well. So yeah, pretty good season by Núñez getting 37 goal contributions. And this is our team, just look at it. Raya 92, Martinez 88. I actually expected him to grow a lot more in this save, but fair enough. Kreishi 87, Kusunu 87, Gutierrez 92, Herrera 91, Prados 88, Tsigankov 91, Molero 91, Martin 90 and Darwin Núñez 91. Also having some good players on the bench, Rodriguez 81, Frances 84, Bajcetic 82, Asprilla 83 and Ruiz 81. So let's play the final and let's beat Man City. Arna Martinez with a beautiful pass to Tsigankov, and we almost took the lead after just 6 minutes at Wembley Stadium. That was really close to a perfect start for Girona against their brother club Man City, but it's still not over. Arna Martinez and hits the post. He hits the post. Ivan Martin, but Mainan saves it. Yeah, we are. Wow. Ivan Martin, who's got a lot of stick in this save. Ivan Martin, and that is a penalty. Guardiol tackles Ivan Martin. That's not Guard. I thought it was Guardiol who did it. It is not indeed, but we got a penalty. Tsigankov, can you give us the perfect start at Wembley after just 30 minutes? Yes, you can. El Capitan gives us the 1-0 lead. And Kasunu with a beautiful tackle against Oscar Bob. Brilliantly done. But that's less brilliant from him. And Savinho, our former player. And Raya with a beautiful save. Just get the ball and get it away. Get it away. Yeah, thankfully they don't score there. And one last attack before the first half ends. Ivan Martin with the long shot, but Mainan with the save. And it's Haaland. Surely he will score. Kreishi with a perfect tackle. That's how you tackle Man City. And we maybe got one more chance, although it doesn't matter. We are leading 1-0, and that should... It's not yet. That should be game done. We have won the Champions League with Girona. And there we have it. We have secured the Champions League trophy to Girona. And thank you so much for watching the video. I will now upload consistently with all FC25 career mode, from challenges to a series where I will do 1 season per episode to different kind of free builds. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.